Okay guys, I apologize. My computer died and I didn't realize it was so low on battery. So I believe the last video left off right when we are getting ready to do this Pythagorean theorem problem. So we're just going to pick up right where we left off. So we had A was 12, C was 13, and we were looking for B. So I'm just going to go ahead and plug in what I know. So 12 squared plus B squared would equal 13 squared. 12 squared is 144 plus B squared. 13 squared is 169. Then I want to solve for B, so I'm going to take 144 away from both sides. So B squared is 25. I don't want B squared, I just want B. So I'm going to take the square root of both sides. You know that the square root of 25 is plus and minus 5. However, because we're talking about a side length, we're not talking about a negative, so B would be 5. Hopefully we can do these problems very, very quickly. That was when I was missing one leg of my triangle, because remember that C squared is your hypotenuse. So let's do one very, very quick one where you know both your legs and you're missing your hypotenuse. So A is 6, B is 8, C is what we are looking for. So 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. 6 squared is 36 plus 8 squared is 64 equals C squared. So we have 100 equals C squared. C would equal 10. Now I am going to give you some word problems on Pythagorean theorem, but I think as long as we get really good at drawing a diagram for these, you will be just fine. The math is not the difficult part for Pythagorean theorem. Okay, I am going to give you some example problems to try. So I'm going to write them on the paper for you, and I would like for you to come to class tomorrow with these completed so we can talk about what did you get for each of these example problems. Use your book as a resource and watch these videos as many times as necessary till you can, think you have the correct answers to these problems. So, first three. So again, tomorrow I am going to be checking to see that you have these problems completed. So x such that x is less than negative 8. X such that x is greater than or equal to 3. X such that five is greater than x, which is less than or equal to negative 10. So that would be first problem. Second problem, I'm going to give you P and Q, and I want you to find not only the midpoint, but the distance. For the distance, you might want to review your notes in my example because I would like not only the decimal, but I would like it as a simplified radical as well. if necessary. So P is -1, -6. Q is -6, 5. Third thing, find the missing side length. A is 11.9, C is 14.7, and B is what we're looking for. So again, I would like to see these 3 problems completed tomorrow in your notes, and we will discuss them at the beginning of class. Use this video as a resource and look back in your notes if necessary.